Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 69 of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins Human Noble Warrior Alek Cousland. Where in the last part we killed Marjolaine. Liliana and I need to have a conversation, but for the most part we are done with everything. The only thing we haven't done, notice of appreciate the 500 for courage and then return to the Blackstone Regulars for rewards. So apparently that's the only thing we need to do. Is the last thing is grease the wheels. And then, oh yeah, that, I don't know what the fuck to do with that, but we could take a quick swing around to the, the Circle Tower before we go to the Landsmeet. The Landsmeet's going to be a very important episode, and, I'm going to want to do that over the course of, preferably, a single session. I don't know where the last of the hooded figures are. There's probably one at the Pearl. We'll have a quick look around Denerim. There wasn't one here. Pretty sure I've seen 4. So far.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven craft.
At the very least, I think I've seen 3. I know I'm pretty sure I've seen 4.
My client appreciates your...
Oh, here we go. Let's go back to the Blackstone Regulars. Let's get a quick save. So what we'll do is once we go to the Blackstone, we will go to... we'll go to camp. Let Liliana... Oh, no, we'll go to the Mage Circle Tower. We'll talk to Liliana, and then then that'll be it. And we'll come back, and we'll do the Landsmeet.
The Irregulars thank you.
Huh.
Yeah, there's nothing for us to do. We're done. Okay, we'll go to the Circle Tower, see if we can get this last quest. I want to choke off every quest and gain as much XP as physically possible before we do the Landsmeet. If I can get another level, I'll get another level. If only because it increases my raw level, my raw abilities, not actually anything else. But we are pretty much done here, which is, that's really good. We've got a lot of DLC to go through. Dragon Age 2, its DLC, and then Dragon Age Inquisition before Dragon Age 4 comes out. I never knew Dragon Age 4 was on the horizon when I was doing this, but when I picked up Dragon Age Inquisition, just played it, and my friend was watching me play it, and we were playing it kind of together. Like, I would control, she would tell me what, what options she would want. We went with that. I never expected to. I mean, obviously decided to download this, and I decided I was gonna
get over how quietly you are able to move.
It took me years and years to learn, and even then I am not the best at it.
So you didn't sneak around when spying?
We all had different ways of doing things. Some preferred not to be seen at all, to cloak themselves in shadow and darkness. I realized that it is not such a bad thing to be seen, as long as you do not stand out and are quickly forgotten. I specialized in blending in, not drawing attention and looking like I had every right to be there. It is invisibility, but of another kind.
Ah, yes, but I heard you often seduced your targets. They'd remember you.
Not if they died.
Oh.
But yeah,
Dying while in the company of a lovely seductress. Tell me that isn't a good death.
I don't know if I should take you seriously. But you scare me sometimes.
But yeah, so I decided that we're going to do all of the DLCs, and we're just going to basically just do a really comprehensive playthrough of the game. For no other reason than because I don't think I've seen enough DLC playthroughs, and this game is, like, I know it's an old game, but even for an old game, this game is extremely fun. Like, it's one of the few games that, even in 2021, I'm still enjoying the hell out of.
I wish I could have gone with them to fight.
But yeah, I've never really played through the DLC other than Awakening, which is like, an actual, that's an expansion to me. I wouldn't say it's a DLC. The second floor is the Mage Quarters. Is the floor above this? Now, let's have a quick walk around the tower. It's not really, I don't really mind, just doing this. It gives me something to do. It gives me a little bit of time to talk, but yeah, so that's the plan. We're going to go through the DLCs, not in order of release. We'll do Awakening last, so we're going to do the little DLCs after this, and then we'll get to Awakening as like the major DLC. I may decide to do Awakening alongside everything else, because the other DLCs I know are very short. I think they're like 3 or 4 hours long at max. Whereas I know Awakening is like another 15, 20 hour campaign. Okay, so this is the Great Hall. Okay, so am I just misremembering this bitch? Is the ground floor the fucking library? Because if it is, we're gonna have to walk all the way back just for that. But yeah, so like that's pretty much the plan. Obviously, if you guys have any comments, let me know. But you know, for now, that is set in stone. That'll be what we do. We will be going out of our way to do that. Purely because, you know, I enjoy this game. Once we get to Dragon Age 2, again, I will complete everything. Yeah, we've gone wrong. I'm gonna go talk to the first chanter. But yeah, at the moment, it's, you know, it is what it is. I very much look forward to doing, though, Dragon Age 2. It's been a long time. So I think the only time I've got far in Dragon Age 2, like, I own it, and I'm pretty sure I own all the DLC. If not, I'll obviously rectify that before we start. But, yeah, Dragon Age 2 is a game that I've only ever got past the initial... I've got to the free marches. Actually, if you guys don't want spoilers, let me do not. I will. Yeah, you skip ahead like 2 or 3 minutes. You know, skip ahead. You know, until you actually see me doing something useful. But yeah, I got to the point where a big plot thing happens. I'm gonna do my best and do no spoilers because I kind of want to keep all of the spoilers self-contained into an episode of the game. Episode of that. Game. But yeah, I got to the point where a big life thing happens for like the main character Hawk, and that's all I'll say. So this is the apprentice court. I'm gonna go talk to fucking Grandmaster because this looks like the library, you know, because it's got all the books. But what the fuck would I do? Can rituals would be unwise. I don't want to give it saved and engage to exit the library in its present state. I don't think I can do because I'm not a mage. So I'll try and see if we can give it to the Grandmaster. But yeah, so Dragon Age 2 is going to be interesting. I've never done any of the DLC as far as I'm aware. I don't think there was any out. I think the last time I played, the only one I even looked at when I pretend, I played for a little bit.
Was the Tower of Magi everything you thought it would be?
Abominations running rampant. Templars ready to slaughter every mage in sight. Yes, it rather met all my expectations.
You don't think you might have been better off getting your training there, instead of whatever your mother taught you?
You're right. My mother didn't nearly have as many abominations running about. That certainly would have improved my education.
I'll give you that one.
I'm so relieved.
But yeah, when it comes to Dragon Age 2 DLCs, I know a lot less. And when it comes to Inquisition, I've got decently far into Inquisition, but again, I got bored of it because it was on the PlayStation. You know, I have a lot... I don't know what it is, but when I'm playing alone, I have a lot... Well, when I'm not recording, I have a lot less... motivation to finish games. Like, I have a lot more... Like, I think The Witcher 3 is the only recent game I can remember finishing, and Kingdom Hearts 3, 2 amazing games. Oh, and obviously the Kingdom Hearts 2 and 1, and Kingdom Hearts doesn't count. Kingdom Hearts has a special place in my heart, and when that comes to PC, you can damn be sure that'll be on the Twitch channel. If you guys do want to see me stream, please do check the link down below. At the moment, I'm having a few issues with my PC that is causing it to jitter, like, freeze every so often. It doesn't seem to have a problem when recording, so I'm trying to figure out what software it is. Up until, COVID ends, I can't really figure out too well, because I don't have the resources in my house. So I'm gonna have to go get it to my friend who's a PC guy, who is my PC guy. Like, I take my stuff to him, and he does he checks on my, the main, the stuff that requires tools and the stuff I don't have. But yeah, that will be up on the channel. I will be trying to stream different stuff, but it seems to be whenever I play like strategy games, my computer just doesn't like it and cuts, freezes for a split second. But yes, anyway. Yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition is just going to be one that's going to look, I've never really finished. So basically, this is the only game I know I've finished. So,
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the circle is well on its... You've already done much.
My men have scouted the tower. It's a mess, but the abominations are gone. You were very thorough. I'm impressed.
Someone had to do it.
And I am thankful you arrived when you did.
The circle back to normal in no
In
time.
no time? Doubtful. But it doesn't hurt to be optimistic sometimes. I shan't keep you then. Farewell.
Yeah, I have no clue what I'm doing with that quest. I'm just going to leave. To the camp to talk to Liliana. Wow, game.
Oh, hello. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
I'd like to talk about what happened today.
It's nothing. I'm fine. I'm just thinking.
What about?
I can't get what happened out of my head. I'd been in Lothering for years, and she still thought I was plotting against her. She didn't trust me. Maybe she never did. She loved me when she could use me and control me. And now that she can't, she wants me dead. It hurts to realize that I never really knew her.
Sometimes people surprise you.
I knew she was ruthless, but I didn't know how far she could go. She is self-serving, cruel. She uses people, then discards them. But that's how she survives in the life she leads. What if she's right? What if we're the same? I should just have stayed in the Chantry.
But you said the Maker wanted you to leave.
I could have been wrong about the Maker. I know you doubt me sometimes. Maybe you're right. Maybe I just tell myself he's there to console myself, to know there's someone watching out for me, to know I'm not alone.
You're not alone, Liliana.
But I was. I was alone and desperate when I fled to Ferelden. I went to the only place I knew would take me. I forgot my life as a bard while I was in the cloister. I felt safe. I didn't have to watch my back all the time. That's what made Marjolaine the person she is, don't you see? It ruined her. It will ruin me too. It's already happened. When we killed her, I enjoyed it. Seeing her dead gave me satisfaction.
It's only human, don't punish yourself.
But that is no reason to rejoice over her death. That is what she would do. I don't want that. What we're doing, what we've done, hunted men down, killed them. Part of me loves it. It invigorates me, and this scares me. I feel myself slipping.
Marjolaine chose who she became, so can you.
How can you be so sure?
You left the Chantry to help others, that means something.
Do you really think so? Hearing you say that gives me comfort. I would like to be alone for now. I have many things to consider. Thank you for listening to me.
Cool. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it begins. We must talk
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
to our good friend, Arleman. The map has been uncovered. We have been to everywhere we must needs go. And now we must needs go and speak to Arleman himself. And, well, you know, do what we can to end the Loghain's hold over this land. For that is what we set out to do. The Blight, while more important, must needs wait. At the very least, we have Honora and Alistair set to be married, which at the very least is going to, you know, solidify our power base a lot more.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there?
I have proof that Loghain was involved in slave trading.
Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Well, I legitimately do not have anything else to do. Like, the only quest in Denerim is the Drake Scale armor, which I don't actually give. It isn't really a quest, so it's more of a you can do this. So what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're gonna just I may have to cut it during the you know, landsmeet. We may have to save.
Indeed.
But you know, we'll do what we can. Obviously, I'm going to try and keep these to 25 to 35-minute parts. I don't want to go over that purely because, obviously, of time constraints and what I need to do in my own life and all that fun stuff. But let's go do the landsmeet. Now, I'm going to be honest. Everything from here on out is foggy as all hell for me. Like, I do not remember at all. We are making the commitment to go to the landsmeet now.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Marik's son, you would already be in the landsmeet. Now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
Turn aside, serve your queen, and save Marik's throne.
You say that with such righteousness. Loghain used to have that ring in his voice. He has not sounded that way in many months now. It is not so clear an enemy when it is your own people you fight.
To support this war, he sold his own people into slavery.
What was he supposed to do? You and Eamon were harassing him at every side, forcing him to empty the treasury to fight you. He never wanted a civil war. After Kaelin died, everyone was supposed to rally, come together to fight the Darkspawn without crying to Orlais for aid. He never anticipated Merrick's bastard would challenge the throne and force this war.
How would you justify letting our house torture his subjects?
You think war is simple, don't you, Warden? You only fight monsters. No one sheds a tear over the death of an ogre. Torture is an ugly business. But sometimes it's the only way to learn what your enemy intends. And it is much harder to tell who the enemy is when all of them look like you.
How can you support the man who killed your king?
Kaelin was a fool. He grew up a spoiled child in his ancestors' palace. He never knew what it was to be hunted, to starve. Maybe the Grey Wardens killed him, or maybe my lord let him die of his own foolishness. Either way, it may have saved Ferelden.
So now you admit Loghain may have killed him.
I am not so blind as you think, Warden. I saw the tension between Kaelin and Loghain. My lord is a man of fierce passions, none fiercer than defending this land. If Kaelin threatened that, but whatever he did, it was only in defense of Ferelden.
Stop talking and show me what you can do with that thing.
I can end the threat you pose to Ferelden. To arms, men!
Hang on a fucking second. You didn't say you'd be bringing friends. And here I brought you nothing. I mean, I guess you'll have to make do with my stabbing of you. Why does he do that every single time I'm about to do my badass ability? You may want a health pot. You may want a potent health pot. You may want to finish doing what you're doing. Right, you two. Actually, I know a spell that you can use. Yeah, using one of her more potent spells should have rightly helped us. Use a greater potion of healing. Sorry, lyrium. May want to use your greater potion. I didn't even get a hit on her. That spell is extremely useful, and I fully intend to use it more often. The Summer Sword. Well, I must admit, I didn't actually want to kill her. I'd rather she was stood with us against him. After all, standing with us would have proved a much better thing. Now, instead, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this part here. Now, I do apologize. I said I would never do 20-minute parts, but the reason I'm doing this is because the land meat deserves its own full part without any cuts. And to ensure that, I'm going to end this part here, and we're going to do a full part. And as long as it goes, the lands meat will, we'll get all of it in one part. So if you guys enjoyed, if you guys did, please follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, join the Discord. I do stream often, but at the moment, I'm having a bit of a mentally drained time. I've had a lot of stuff go on in my life that be of my own design or other people's, problems causing me to have problems. It was a bit of a mix of it both, but it's either way, it's caused a lot of mental strain. I've been pretty much diving and disappearing into Final Fantasy 14, which I may actually stream a little bit of. Probably just me doing my dailies, just doing a little bit of fun stuff on there, me getting to, as much as I play the game, just going to learn it a little bit more. But yes, in the next part, we will do the lands meet. Alek Cousland will defend Ferelden, show what a traitorous bastard Loghain is, and hopefully get the landsmeet on our side to face the Blight with the full might of Ferelden, the Orzammar, the dwarves, the elves, and of course the mages. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.